I sustain the objection, Mr. Foreman.
Do you recall, did you rent vehicles on the front end and not the back end?
Yeah, mostly I work at the front end.
Okay. Do you recall telling investigators David and Detective James Thorpe and Mike Sprinkle, Deputy District Attorney Mike Sprinkle, that on August the 3rd, 2016?
Well, 2016, you asked me questions, I cannot go back and remember stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. In 2016, was your employee, 2015, was your employee ID number 4408?
Specifically, I cannot say in a particular year for that ID because I use it at a period of time.
Okay. Did you have it for a period of time?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall telling law enforcement that that was your employee identification number?
I cannot recall, but if this document is in reference to this, then that's a different stuff. But me telling them my ID is way far back, I cannot recall.
Do you recall telling those same persons that that ID number appeared on rental contract 105-939-735?
Which one is that?
Hold on.
This is a different question.
Okay.
This is a different question.
I'm over the objection, Mr. Stevens.
Okay, I cannot recall, but the rental record number you gave me matches what is here. So yes.
Okay. All right. Do you were you shown a photograph of Jeffrey Williams during the meeting of with investigators White, Detective Thorpe, and Deputy District Attorney Sprinkle?
So during all the investigation meetings that I had, they normally show IDs.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
All of the investigating meetings that I had,
Yes, sir.
they all show IDs.
Okay.
Yeah, recalling, I cannot recall, but they will always do that.
Specifically, were you shown a photograph of Jeffrey Williams on August 3rd, 2016?
Let me put it this way. What I read over here, right? I don't know what I has. Let me go back. The reason I'm saying this is because I don't know the name. So if you say a picture of this person on the record, I may not be able to tell. That's the problem. But let me check here and see. Yeah, so I cannot recall. Recollect that one that they showed me a picture of him.
Okay.
It's way back in 2016. Yeah.
Only asking for what you know.
Okay.
By August 3rd, 2016, had you rented at least 2 to 3 vehicles to Jeffrey Williams based on the rental contracts that were admitted in evidence?
I'm sorry, by which time?
Sure. By August 3rd, 2016, had you rented at least 2 vehicles to Mr. Jeffrey Williams based on that PIN number, employee identification number that you ID earlier?
All right, what I can tell you is that I cannot recollect dates. However, this date over here is 010215 and then 010715, which have my ID on it.
Okay.
I process those.
Okay, all right. Do you remember being asked by Investigator White, Deputy and Detective Thorpe how many rental vehicles, rental contracts you processed per day on August 3rd, 2016?
2016, I can't remember.
Okay. Do you recall telling them that you processed 35 to 40 rental contracts a day?
I don't think anybody will remember.
Hold on, please, stop. Who objected? Was that Ms. Westmoreland and Mr. Steele?
Yes, it was me, Your Honor. Objection leading.
All right, I sustain this form. Mr. Steele, do you have another objection, sir? Okay, all right. You can rephrase, sir.
Do you recall being shown On August, well, let me ask this question. On August 3rd, 2016, do you recall being shown other photographs other than Jeffrey Williams?
Again, I just read this over here. I don't recall anything like that. It doesn't mean they did not show it. They could have shown it, but I just don't remember. That's a long time ago.
Were you shown a photograph of Shannon Jackson?
I don't know them.
Hold on, don't answer.
I sustain the objection.
I don't know those
Don't
people.
answer, you can't answer.
I sustain the objection. And that's it.
Do you recall if you were able to identify anybody on the August 3rd, 2016 interview at the Hertz rental car with Detective Thorpe, Investigator White, and Deputy District Attorney Mike?
Okay, so identify by which means?
Sir, Mr. Steele.
I can't.
About the question.
All right, I'm gonna sustain the objection.
I still didn't hear what you said.
I said, the gentleman doesn't have a memory. I
You're
object.
not objecting to speaking.
Yeah, I thought you said your objection was improper question, Mr. Steele. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna sustain the objection.
I withdraw, Your Honor.
All right, sir.
Just a brief indulgence, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
On August, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
On August the 3rd, 2016, did you know Mr. Jeffrey Williams to be a well-known rapper?
All right. So first of all, the date I cannot recollect.
Right.
If you say August 3rd, July 4th, 2016, there's no way I can tell.
Okay,
And then to your question, whether give me the question again.
I'll ask it again.
Mhm.
On August the 3rd,
Mhm.
2016,
Mhm.
did you on that day
Mhm.
know Mr. Jeffrey Williams to be a well-known rapper?
So it's stated here on the document you gave me that
You can't read from it.
okay.
You can refer to.
Okay, so I'm just referring that two of my colleagues, Tiffany Hill and Ariel Gunter, told me that Jeffrey Williams, also known as
Hold on. Mr. Matthews, do you have an objection, sir?
I think it's fair for him.
I sustain the objection.
Okay, without reading from the document,
Mhm.
can you respond to the question that was just asked?
And you can't say what your coworkers told you, okay?
Okay,
Okay, all
thank
right.
you.
So can you, without reading from the document and following the course instruction, can you respond to the last question that was asked?
Yeah, so this actually refreshed my memory.
Okay, yes, okay, so, with your memory refreshed, can you now respond to that question, please?
Give me the question once more. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Mhm.
okay. On August the 3rd,
Mhm.
2016,
Mhm.
did you at that time know Jeffrey Williams to be a well-known rapper?
Okay, so first of all, the date, like I said, I cannot recollect, but I didn't know anything about him until I was told who he was.
Okay. Were you ever shown a photograph of Jeffrey Williams?
Okay, was I shown a photograph of Jeffrey Williams?
Yes, sir. Were you ever shown a photograph of Mr. Jeffrey Williams? According to your memory.
That's very hard for me to remember, sir. That's about almost 10 years now.
What do you remember about that? If any?
What do I remember about the meeting? Okay, all I remember is what I have in front of me here. I read through.
Okay.
Some of them I don't remember, but they're on the paper. So, yeah. Mhm.
So based on what your memory is from being refreshed,
Mhm.
were you ever shown a picture of Mr. Jeffrey Williams?
Objection as to answer.
I sustain the objection.
Your Honor, I have, just a brief moment.
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, stay at no further questions.
Cross, Mr. Steele, anything?
Very briefly.
All right, go right ahead, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
This is going back 8 to 10 years. Is that fair to say?
Yes, please.
And that's a long time.
Yes, please.
And this didn't have a monumental impact on you. This is just another transaction. This
Objection.
paperwork. Is that true?
I'm gonna overrule the objection.
Is that true?
Please, the question once more.
It was just a typical day for you. You've done this many times, this record.
Yes, please.
It didn't have any impact on you, right?
No, please.
So what the records show is what you're using to refresh your memory or give testimony. Fair to say?
Yes, please.
And the records show that Jeffrey Williams rented a Corvette vehicle, 2014 Stingray, on the second day of January 2015. Is that fair to say?
Let me check, sir.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the date is 2nd of January 2015.
Okay.
That's correct.
And then Jeffrey Williams, same account, rented a vehicle, a 2014 Q50 Infinity on the 7th day of January 2015. Is that fair to say?
Yes, please.
And you somehow, I know you don't remember, but according to those documents, you were involved in those two transactions. Fair to say?
Yes, please.
That's pretty much what you remember.
Yes, please.
Then sometime later, you don't know who you met with, but you met with and you're cooperative with the authorities.
Yes, please.
And it's been a long time, so you just don't recall, but you met with the authorities and gave them all the information you had. Fair to say?
Yes, please.
And that's what you're trying to tell the jury here today, the same thing, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Tell the ladies and gentlemen jury who drove that 2014 Infinity Q50 after it was rented from your place.
Objection calls for speculation.
I'll sustain the question, Mr. Foreman.
Tell the ladies and gentlemen jury if you personally know who drove the 2014 Q, and help me with the number now, 50 Infinity, I think it is.
Same objection, Your Honor.
I don't know.
No, there's objection. Same
Same
objection.
objection, hold on. I'm gonna sustain the objection.
Yeah, okay, even though I asked his personal knowledge.
I'll allow that, if he knows.
Your Honor, and I'll also object on the basis of foundation, if I may lodge that objection as well.
I'm gonna overrule as the foundation.
So I don't know who drove the car.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Sharp?
Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could I just see that document that you've been refreshing the recollection?
Sure.
Okay. Sir, To your recollection, do you recall being shown photographs of anyone? And I'll give this back to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so what I read refreshed my memory, and then they show me photographs of.
Well, sir, I'm not asking you to just read the report respectfully, okay?
Okay,
You can refresh your recollection
okay,
from reading the report,
okay,
but I want your memory.
okay.
Do you remember being shown photographs of people?
Well, yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Mhm.
Did you pick out the photographs of any people?
No.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Mr. Weinstein, anything?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Matthews, anything?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Westmoreland, anything? Ms. D. Williams, anything? I missed anybody? Okay. All right, anything further from the state?
Just for you know, on the cross you were asked, Mr. Allegor, if you personally knew who drove the 2014 Q50 Infinity out of the gate by Mr. Steele. Do you recall that question?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Stating the question.
I'm overrule the objection.
You can answer the question I just asked you.
Okay, is the question whether I know who drove the car out?
Yes.
No.
But do you know who you rented it to?
It was rented to, according to the records here, to Jeffery Williams.
On what date was that car rented?
Which one are you referring to?
The objection is.
You can't answer that question. And you were asked by Mr. Sharp, if you were shown photographs and you said you recall it. Do you remember saying that on cross-examination just a few seconds ago?
I believe so.
And do you recall at the point when you were shown any of such photographs, if you recognized any of the persons depicted on those photographs?
So, based what is here, I'm referring to.
Hold on. I'll overrule the objection.
You can continue speaking, sir.
Okay, question again. I'm sorry.
Do you recall being able to identify any of the persons in the photographs that you were shown on August the 3rd, 2016?
No.
And do you recall saying that you recognized Jeffrey Williams in any of those photographs that you were shown that day?
What I see here, no recollection of Jeffrey Williams.
On the document that you're saying that it says that you had no recollection.
I sustain the objection.
No further question, Your Honor.
Anything further? By any defense counsel? All right. And Mr. Allegor be permanently temporary excused witness, sir.
He may be permanently excused.
All right, Mr. Allegor, appreciate your patience with us. I'm going to permanently excuse you as a witness. Don't discuss your testimony with anybody except the attorneys in this case, okay? All right, thank you, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, given the fact that the hour is 5:35, we're going to go ahead and break for the day, okay? We are going to reconvene for tomorrow morning. If you could be here for 8:30 for an anticipated 9 o'clock start time. However, we'll have a short day tomorrow. We're going to work till about lunch, and then we're going to recess for the rest of the day. Friday will be a full day. Okay, you'll come in at 8:30, and then we'll work, taking lunch off, but of course we'll work till the afternoon, deep in the afternoon. Okay. All right. What are your questions of me? Ministerial in nature. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and review your admonitions, or nightly admonitions, I should say. Remember, when you leave here, leave your notepads in the basket. Do not discuss in ones and twos, or as you're sitting back there, or whenever places you may gather or meet back in your headquarters, waiting for your rides or any other place. Anything that we have covered in this particular trial thus far, remember, you are not to otherwise recap, handicap, discuss, or otherwise deliberate in any way about anything you've heard so far. Remember that at the appropriate time, the court will give you instructions on how that process goes, but you're not to do that in any way, shape, or form before then. Okay. Also remember that it would be a violation for you to seek any outside information, and that's through third-party sources, readings, reference materials, websites, and the like. And remember also, ladies and gentlemen, if any third party should try and reach out to you in any way, by any means, that you need to let myself and Sergeant Ingram know immediately. Also, ladies and gentlemen, it would be a violation for you to go by any of the scenes that are depicted, take any photos, do any drawings, share them with each other, or otherwise aid in your understanding. In this case, you can only consider what's been presented in this courtroom. So you cannot go by and take any photos or sketches of any scenes that may have been depicted thus far at any point in time in this particular matter. And then, ladies and gentlemen, again, as I mentioned earlier, please resist temptation to listen to the case on the news media or any other third-party sites. As remember, you can only consider what's been lawfully presented within this courtroom. And ladies and gentlemen, lastly, thank you for your patience that you've given us and will continue to give us in the consideration of this matter. So, ladies and gentlemen, unless you have any other minister inquiry of me, we will see you tomorrow for 8:30 for an anticipated 9 o'clock start time. And like I said, we'll work a short day, and hopefully the weather will hold and you'll be able to enjoy the afternoon. Okay. All right. All rise.
All right, everyone. So as you can see, this witness didn't have a really great recollection of what occurred over 10 years ago. And arguably, he's not really a
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Our jury has left us.
Roger speaking.
All right, say, given the fact that we're gonna be just probably less than the midday hour, do you have a suitable witness or witnesses we can call?
Your Honor, we are going to have Mr. Iris Singleton, who will be testifying next, and he will take approximately
an hour. I hope my credit's not shot.
his credit is shot, so we're going to just say about 2 hours. But no, seriously.
We'll double that.
We expect our cross-examination will take about an hour, hour and a half. I mean, our direct examination. I apologize,
All right.
yes.
Okay, all right. Anything I need to take up with you all before tomorrow?
That, Your Honor, for what was just said, the dialogue is that dialogue, is that the only witness then, potentially? Is that what you're getting at?
It is not the only witness we will have here, but the court asked us, given those time constraints, who do we imagine getting to? And what we do know is that that's 3 hours. And if we take the witness for an hour and a half, we don't know how long defense will have them. But given that, if we will have another witness, but
Just in case.
we won't, yeah.
Can we just have that other witness or potential other witness?
We announced that witness at the bench, and it remains the same person, third person that we announced at the bench earlier. And so as not to highlight that for public consumption, we are just going to leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Well, that was done earlier, and I went, and that was on our recording. So you all had the ability to listen in should you chose to do so. So I had that conference that was recorded. But if whatever witness, you all can talk with the state about that witness offline. We'll take that particular witness on Friday if we don't get to him on on Thursday. Okay. And we'll take up any other issues that may be related to that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else?
Not from the state.
Not on behalf of Mr. Williams.
All right. Then I'll see everybody tomorrow morning for 8:30 for anticipated 9 o'clock start time, so we can have a meaningful morning, and then we'll recess early tomorrow. Okay. All right. We're in recess.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a surprise witness tomorrow. Can you think who it will be? Can anyone guess who that surprise witness will be tomorrow? Will it be Lil Wayne? Will it be Birdman? Who would it be? Will it be either? The plot thickens and the suspense is high. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout for our recap this evening on some other topics, one of which involves Mr. Ernest Williams and his case. With that said, I hope everyone enjoyed the live coverage today. In both trials, we were streaming both trials today, YSL and the murder trial of Miles Bryant, a Gwinnett former Doraville former cop who is accused of killing Susanna Morales. That trial continues tomorrow as well. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on the next live.